judging my neighbor. Judging my neighbor. Never judge another night. Night not as in night and addiction. Night as in K-N-I-G-H-T. Night, say. When the queen knights you, come and say. So never judge another night without first knowing the strength and cunning of the dragons he fights. Rachel E. Godrich. Never judge another night without, or another person, without first knowing the strength and cunning of dragons he fights. If you get to know what people are battling with, you be careful the way you judge them. Are you following me? I'm talking to you.
Yes.
If you know what people are battling with, the issues they are going through, you be very careful the way you judge them. If you know their backgrounds, and if you know the effort they have made to even come this far, you will respect them. Perhaps if you had gone through those experiences, you will not be here. I'm telling you. So we are quick to judge and we don't know what people are going through. If you look at the circumstances surrounding their birth, if you look at the environment they stayed in, you see, you realize that indeed God has been working on such people. But you, because of, because of where you were born and the advantages you had, you don't tend to appreciate the effort people are making, and you think that I should send your casampu. You don't continue to be a young poor. It's not your fault. As a channel, effort so kemu kasa day because if you kasa it will be ante into a free area, but still it will take time. Are you following me? We call that the doctrine of possibilism and probabilism. I'll teach that later, not today. But so understand that people have gone through issues. When will be also a channel, you have no idea people being raped or somebody trying to abuse them. So because you don't know the history, you stand there, you want to judge. You don't understand. So let's be careful the way we judge people. Okay, because if you know what that night or that person had gone through, so Matthew 7:2 said, for in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. You see, it's not even just judging, but the measure with which you judge, the way the scale, what you use in judging, the weight you put on, the same will be put on you. It happened to David when they said to him that somebody in your kingdom has done this. Said that anybody who did this in my kingdom has died. He said, also, King David, I'm sorry, it is you. So be careful. And because he had already given judgment, the same judgment was used against him. When you look at the three punishment God gave him to choose one, everyone had to deal with death. It was a dangerous one. So be careful the way you judge people. When you see people do some things, be careful. Or that's all I can tell you. Be careful. So one of the monks of Skate committed a grave error, and the wisest hermit was called upon to judge him. The hermit refused, but they insisted so much that in the end he agreed to go. He arrived carrying on his back a bucket with holes in it, out of which poured sand. I have come to judge my neighbor, said the hermit to the head of the covenant. My sins are pouring out behind me like the sun running from the bucket. But since I don't look back and pay no attention to my own sins, I was called upon to judge my neighbor. The monk called a halt to the punishment immediately. You bring people down so that you can rise up. You obviously don't know how to soar if you do that. By thinking that you must bring somebody down for you to rise, simply means that you can't soar, you can't fly. That's it. You see, to the people who point their fingers to others, do so to hide their deficiencies. Those who have been looking for errors and issues with people, they want to hide their own deficiencies and inadequacies. and their own weaknesses. So they are quick to be judging and pointing, but they forget as you point, the fault are on you. Every time I judge someone else, I reveal an unhealed part of myself. And listen to what John Wesley said. I love this man. John Wesley, I hope you all know John Wesley. Said we should be rigorous in judging ourselves and gracious in judging others. When there is any judgment to do, judge your own self. Be rigorous. When you are judging yourself, raise the standards. Judge your own self. Be rigorous with that one. But when you are judging another, be gracious.